Rocky Point Bird Observatory has been monitoring migrating birds
in a house that stood right here.
This federal building was completed in 1874.
Did you know?
Do you know that faces are staring down at you from Victoria's historic buildings? Here we are at the Temple Building on the corner of Fort and Langley Streets. It was designed by Samuel McClure for Robert Ward, who was a Scottish immigrant and entrepreneur. You can see a line of terracotta faces decorating the building. Samuel McClure was influenced in his design treatments by Louis Sullivan, a Chicago-based architect. Sullivan believed that a building's identity could be found in its ornamentation. His stylized foliage suggested the reconciliation of nature with technology. The leafy faces represent a figure from Celtic mythology, the Green Man. Thousands of Green Man faces are found throughout the United Kingdom and Europe. They're mostly found in cathedrals dating from the 13th to 15th centuries. One of the most famous series can be found in Roslin Chapel, just outside of Edinburgh in Scotland. You may remember the chapel because it was the climax in Dan Brown's book, The Da Vinci Code. You can see over 100 Green Man faces, showing him aging from a child to a leafy skull. Although there is no record of what the faces meant to the medieval mind, today there is a positive connection linking the face with nature. It represents the image of the greenwood and invokes characters from myth like Robin Hood, Peter Pan, and Jack in the Pulpit. Here we are at the Pemberton Building on the corner of Government and Broughton, and you'll see it has foliate animal faces. Looks like lions. This building was designed by Thomas Hooper, Victoria's famous haunted architect, because most of the buildings he designed were haunted. A striking Green Man can be found at this former Bank of Montreal building. Now the Irish Times pub, the building was designed by F.M. Rattenbury, who himself led a life of mythic dimension. If you would like to read more about the myths of Victoria, I've collected a number of stories in my book, The Key to Mythic Victoria. Now, what is my favorite Green Man in Victoria? It's the one above the Legislative Library at the Parliament Buildings.